Hey guys, it's your boy ready for some FTP action, and today I'm back and I'm gonna be taking you guys through an updated Extreme Alliance Battle guide for week 2. So we did a video yesterday for the first week of Extreme Alliance Battle, and I told you about those meta characters that you should be building up. And today we are gonna be talking about the day round 8 to round 14 characters that you should be looking to building up. And before I begin guys, quick reminder that some of these characters are available to use for multiple days, and which makes the characters value even more. So instead of building 2 or 3 characters or maybe 4 characters for 4 different days, you can build 1 or 2 characters that can be used on both days. So this list does include these type of characters. And also I wanted to do this second week Alliance Battle Extreme guide because this is probably the hardest week for players to score, because if you're familiar with the Alliance Battle, you would have seen that the highest of scores in the Extreme Alliance Battle, of either it's the top alliance, either it is the top player who is scoring the highest score. The highest scores are always achieved in the first week of Extreme Alliance Battle, because Extreme Alliance Battle first week rotation, I mean the Blast Villain Day, the No Restriction Day, the Universal Hero Day, the rotation of first week has been there in the game forever. Like it has been ages since the first week was has been there, and the second week was introduced a couple of months ago. So people already have the characters for first week build for specific days, so the scores deviate by much. Myself, I get around 10 million, over 10 million in the first week of ABX, and the second week I dropped down to around 7 million or something like that. So before further ado, let's start the list. So the day 8 round 1, or I should say round 1 of the second week, which is day 8 in the 14-week cycle. So round 8 is the combat villain day, and this is one of the crucial days that you should be building a character for, because just like Magneto Blast Villain Day, Magneto can be used twice that for that day, once before reset, and second another run after the weekly reset has been done. So this combat villain day is really crucial, and the best character for this is Minerva, which recently overscored Apocalypse by a long shot, and she is amazing. And Apocalypse had his shot, and it's been a long time since we have been using Apocalypse. As you can see, I even have a CTP of energy on him, and it was a long ago when Cable was introduced. So along with Cable, I gave him a CTP of energy also, and I'm thinking to remove it from Apocalypse and give it to even some of the other characters that I want to give a CTP of energy to. But I don't just wanna throw away 600 crystals, because 600 crystals for unequipping this is a lot, and I need crystals for all the good stuff. And he's pretty, I'd say above average build, but he can only score around 400k if RNG blesses me with good numbers of scores. And the reason why he's not so good now is, one, his skill rotation is so boring, and two, he doesn't do enough damage. He's outdated now. So the character that has taken his place is the one that we know is the free to play character, is Minerva. And I seriously love Minerva guys. She's awesome, and her rotation, her skills look amazing, and she got crazy buffs, not buffs, I mean buffs. She got crazy buffs, and the character itself looks amazing. And even with this uni guys, I was able to hit just under 20 or 30k what my Apocalypse was getting. And the day I equipped this uniform, I bought the uniform straight away after seeing the scores, and she even at tier 1 with a 180 proc with the same obelisk, she outscored my Apocalypse by like 20 or 30k. So the uniform is a must buy for Minerva, and if you want to hit some good scores, and she's a really good investment because of a couple of facts. First thing is she's available for the combat villain, which is one of the most crucial days that you want to hit good scores on, based on your character's growth. And the combat villain will affect the first week score also, because it is the last day of the week after the speed hero day. So she is crucial to add some more scores to that, and she is also crucial for the first day of the second week. So she definitely becomes a number one contender for a CTP of energy. She is best to be used as with a CTP of energy. CTP of rage won't be as good for her, because her main damage dealing skill is her fourth skill, and is she is supposed to be used by chaining her skills, so that the chain hit damage on the CTP of energy can put out some great numbers. So what you want to do is 5 do 5, then wait 1 second, then you can do 3, instantly cancel it to the 4, and it puts out some great numbers. And it is, if the proc is activated at the start of the kill, it does insane damage. And she's an amazing character, guys, and obviously she is better and way cheaper than Apocalypse. Apocalypse is a native tier 2 character, so he will require more black antimatter, more gold to be built. But in Minerva's case, guys, the only thing she requires is biometrics. Just get her to 6-star and tier 2, and she will do great things for you. And one more thing, guys, apart from that, in a couple of days ago, I did a Minerva video that my tier 1 Minerva outscored my Apocalypse. Since that day, I got also some Urus, but I'll talk about it later. So moving on to the ninth day, or I should say the second day of the second week, is the no restriction day. As always, it is the common day for either it's first week or either it is second week. The no restriction day on the second day of the week. So no restriction day, or as previously I said, Sherog is the best option for any free to play or any new player, or even if you are a experienced player, Sherog is a really good option. He is a really good character to play with, and it's a easy 2 million. And I don't want to talk about it again, because just by talking about it, I don't want to make the video just to make the video longer. I don't want to talk about the shit again. I have told you other guys, or if you haven't listened to this, guys, you should definitely check out the previous video. And the third, so moving on to the third day, we have the Universal Superhero Female Day. On the first week, we have this Universal Hero Day, but this time we have a Female Day also. So for the Female Day, Captain Marvel is the best option till now, and I think she's gonna be top of the list for a long time, unless someone might replace in the future. But she is definitely a great character. And one more thing, I've talked about Captain Marvel in the previous video also. She can put out some serious great numbers, insane numbers with this uniform, and she can put out over 4 million scores with a CTP of rage. But even with a CTP of energy, she can definitely put out some good numbers. And but I think if you don't have a CTP of rage, give her a CTP of destruction, because it will make her a monster, definitely a freaking monster in timeline battle also. And you can also put up some great numbers in ABX as well. And talking about Captain Marvel's value, this makes her value even more, because she can be used in the first week as a universal hero, and the second week as a Universal Hero Female Day. So she's available for 2 days in both weeks, so it just makes her value even more. And even if you don't have Sharon Rogers or something like that, you can also use her in the no restriction day, which is a really good option for players who just want to get some good scores and don't have much of a bigger roster build. So moving on to the next day, we have the Supervillain Female Day, which is today. Which is going on today. And the best character for the Universal Supervillain Female Day will be Victorious, obviously, because just like the maybe Combat Villain Day or maybe a Combat Hero Day, you don't have many buffs to be activated. Victorious would be a great character, but she will definitely need, as I talk about in the previous video, she will definitely need a CTP of rage in order to do so, and you must have a crazy build for her. The reason why for me, guys, I don't think Victorious is a better option for me. She's not my best option is Minerva, because I don't have Victorious tier 2, and getting tier 2 Victorious is a pain in the ass, because you can only get 6 bios per day from the, I believe, what was it, from where is it, from the Twisted World mission. There we go. You can only get 6 bios per day. If you have sometimes you have to, I seriously guys, myself, from those 6 runs I had to restart the game couple of times to make sure that the Victorious or any shifter appear to get Victorious bio. So it's really hard to find. She's just like some other characters like Colossus. She is really hard to find, hard to grind, and the scores aren't very good at tier 1. So I think Minerva is a great option, and the reason, and it makes her value even more increased and enhanced, because she can be used now as a combat villain, which I used like 2 days ago, and she can always also be used as super villain female day. So she's a really good option if you don't want to spend your resources on multiple characters. I would say forget about Victorious, and Victorious will need, even if you have Victorious, she will need a CTP of Rage in order to get 2 million, which is really expensive. And the only way in the game right now is either if you buy the premium CTP chest from the store, or maybe get a, there are actually 3 ways you can get it: from the Ant-Man Extreme Metal CTP selector, which I already used on a CTP of energy, so I don't have that. And the only reason apart from that is the World Boss booty chest, which is really rare, because World Boss booty chest rarely drops some CCF, and man, getting a premium card or a CTP is really not a point to talk, because RNG really hates me, and RNG, I think it's the same with you also guys. So Minerva is the best option with the CTP energy for supervillain female day for me, but Victorious is optimal, but you will need a CTP of Rage in order to score over 2 million with her. And moving on guys, we have the speed superhero female day. And now, just like the speed hero day, in the first week we had some options apart from Luna Snow, like Quicksilver, Winter Soldier, or maybe Nick Fury. But in this you definitely seriously don't have any choice if you want to hit some good scores, because there is none. I mean, seriously, pay attention to you guys. There is no character which even comes closer, or even is 10% or 20% of the potential that Luna Snow has. And the Luna Snow deserves some love, and she is a freaking monster at tier 2 level 70, or even at tier 3 she can definitely get some 6 scores. I have seen with a CTP of Rage getting Luna Snow 10 million and over. So this is seriously crazy guys. And the fact that she's a paywall character, most of the players don't have it. I myself got her to 3-star from a premium chest that Netmarble gave a couple of months ago, so I'm really grateful for that. But I will need for her tier 2, she's still gear 15, and she can still, with this this crappy build, she can put out around 400k and above score for me if played nicely. So Luna Snow is a really good option, and she is the only best option you have for the day. There's no question, and she can hit a lot harder. And if you don't have Luna Snow, I think Black Widow will be a really good option, or I should say a secondary support character, as at level, but you will need a level 70 Black Widow to score good in ABX. But getting a Black Widow level 70 is no joke. I myself have her potential realized, but the Black Antimatter cost is a lot, and I don't need her for anything else, because I already have Luna to score around 400 and above. So Luna is the only option for that. And coming on the moving on guys, we have the combat female day. Now again, I think it's already clear to you guys, Minerva is the girl to do it. And combat female, she's the best combat female character in the game. And the fact that you can also use You would be thinking that why is Titania on this? I mean, she's even not even on the list. She's not even a better combat villain character, but she's on the list because Titania has the 50% increase of physical attack to combat type leadership, and Minerva is a combat type character, and his main base stat is the physical attack, not energy. So you can use Titania's 50% physical attack with Minerva, and it will be awesome. So you can now use Minerva on 3 different days. It's a combat villain day, super villain female day, and also a combat female day. So this is really bonkers, and this is why I'm trying to enhance as much as go higher as much with my Minerva, and I will be doing a video when I get her potential to 100%, and I will be building her to level 70, and I don't know, I'm not sure right now, I might even give the CTP of energy from Apocalypse and remove it and give her the CTP of energy, because I am seriously in love with this character. Because at tier 2 60 level 60, I tweaked some of her Urus from the previous video. I didn't had that, and I was getting with the tier 2 Nivra with the same build, and without the Urus I was getting around 620k, I believe I got. And that day a guy in my alliance named I think it was Jack, yeah, he replaced me. He scored more than my Minerva because he had a CTP of energy equipped, and that I gave her some legendary physical attack Urus and some critical crit rate Urus, because she definitely needs some crit rate, and I scored over 720k with her just to get to the first position at that time. And I'm really happy that I did, because she is really a freaking monster in this game, and with the CTP of energy she can definitely put out some good numbers, and even over 2 million if build well, and I think I'm going to do the same. So the value of Minerva is a lot and increased a lot, and I'm really happy that now I will introduce a free-to-play fully free-to-play character that can be a meta, that can be used on 3 different days. It's not, I mean, there are maybe 2 or 3 characters that can be used on 3 different days, which is an awesome thing. So you should definitely invest in Minerva. She's no joke. And last guys, we have a speed villain day, and this day is the lowest scoring days, guys, over the and today, as of today, in the present time, in the combining first week and second week, speed villain day is the only day that is missing out on capping the cap of the Extreme Alliance battle, which is 2 million. And the best character to use for supervillain day, speed supervillain day, is the Korath that we just got, and I'm really happy that he is also a fully free to play character to be built, and most of the people can easily farm his bios from biometric selector. And we had the event also couple of days ago, the previous event, that in which we can spend some tokens to get 20 biometrics of Korath per day, which is awesome. And Korath, guys, is a good build. Thank you so much. And with a good build with a CTP of energy, he can put out some good numbers, and I'm talking in 880 or maybe over 900k. I've seen scores of 880,000, I believe. So he's a really good option, and he's the best option. And the other options, if you don't have him, would be Vulture, building Vulture. But building Vulture is a really pain, because his shifter appear in the special mission, I mean, in 2 out of 5 times. So it is not it is really hard to maintain and rank up Vulture, and Vulture is not good as him. And also the secondary character will be Craven, to if you just want to get that 100k mark. And the super speed villain day is coming, so I will be doing a video, and I will be giving him maybe Power of Angry Hulk or maybe Overdrive. I will roll some IO set, and I will give him some custom gear. And as you see, guys, I have 198 bios of him, and I'm gonna get these 300 biometric selector that I'm going to be using on Korath, because there are 2 reasons you wanna build Korath at this time, especially because one thing, they right now in the character rankings, I think Nick Fury's ranking event is going on, but soon we are going to be having a Minerva and Korath ranking event if this freaking thing loads. And as you see guys, my internet is freaking low, so if any of the day my videos are late, this is because the internet is very shit. As you can see guys, Nick Fury right now is the man event is going on, and I don't have Nick Fury, so I'm not participating in it obviously. And the Korath event will give you some crystals. The rewards from the Korath's ranking event are crystals and Minerva. I guess it's a tier 2 material, so building Korath at this time will be an amazing thing to do, because where is it? Yep, I think it is this one. Yep, there is a character event Korath. For the Korath they are giving some crystals, so it's really good to build Korath. So this is my list guys, this is my top picks for the second week of ABX, which is the most annoying and I think the most giving, or I think it allows you to make your roster bigger and better by building some specific characters just for ABX. And I think the characters that are used in the second weeks are more fun than the first week, because at the first week you can use Cable, you have those old characters which sometimes feel boring, because you know you're gonna hit 2 million easily. And I think the second week really challenges players to hit a good scores, because hitting good scores in the second week is no joke. And one more thing guys, I would like to state that second week in this top list, even in the first list, even in the second week list, not every player can hit 2 million with some of the characters. Even if you have, I'm saying for myself, even if I have a CTP of energy right now for her, I cannot hit 2 million because my card aren't that good. And the main reason being players are not able to hit good scores. Even my alliance, I have a lot of players who spend money on the game, or maybe some of them, but and many of them sometimes overscored me as well. But the main thing that most of the player base is not able to put up good scores with the same character, with the same build, is one, you don't have good card setup, you don't have the optimal card setup like me. My cards aren't that good as well. I only have 29% all attack, and people miss out on those main stats. People miss out on getting some good skill cooldown on cards, and there is a card video also coming that I will be suggesting you guys some good cards. And second reason is going to be you just don't know how to play the character. I mean, no offense guys, but I have seen players who are playing this game for over an year but still suck at this game while it comes to putting some ABX score. And I'm sorry if you are one of those guys, but you definitely needs to work on your cards and work on your gaming skills. So that's it for the video guys. This is my top list, and let me know if I miss out some characters. Let me know if you want to add your specific character or your specific suggestions to the video. And if there is anything that you want to suggest to me in particular to get some good scores in ABX that I can use your advice to improve my own gameplay, I will be really thankful to you. I will really appreciate that. And let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the character that are used in that are stated and used in Extreme Alliance Battle for the second week, and my list, what you think about my list. And if there is any future content, any particular content that you would like to see on the channel featured in future, just let me know in the comment. Hit me up online. I will add my line ID into description. And thank you so much for watching guys, and as always I hope to see you again. See ya.